Okay, we're going to go over our review for our test for tomorrow. The role of the sun during photosynthesis is to serve as a source of, okay, so you need to understand the role of the sun during photosynthesis, okay? So the role of the sun for photosynthesis is A, hydrogen atoms, B, radiant energy, C, gravitational pull, and D, carbon dioxide. Okay, so the only one that we have talked about that's in our TEAC is radiant energy so far this year. So you should have radiant energy. Okay, so it says, which best describes a process of photosynthesis? So best answer of photosynthesis. Okay, so A, radiant energy into chemical energy. B, heat energy into mechanical energy. C, heat energy and chemical energy. Or D, chemical energy into heat energy. And the TEAC says that the sun turns it from radiant energy to chemical energy. Radiant from the sun. Okay, you could also use the picture here where it says radiant energy from the sun. Okay, so any graphics on your test, go and use those for any of the questions that you have. What is the radiant energy converted into during the process of photosynthesis? Okay, so this is very similar to the question above. So these are kind of the things that you will have to do. So remember, if we look at the question above, radiant energy is turned into chemical energy. What is the identity of the substance represented in the question mark? So if we look at the picture, we have radiant energy. Plants also need CO2 or carbon dioxide, and they need water. Remember, that was the H2O from the equation. So you're going to write water. Okay, number 5, what kind of energy is necessary to initiate the process of photosynthesis? Initiate. If you're initiating something, you are starting something. So to initiate would be to start something. And again, notice that these questions are all pretty much the same. So what is required? Remember, radiant energy. Okay, so that's 1 through 5. Number 6 was, suppose that a new predator of the rabbit migrated into the ecosystem. What is the most likely initial effect of the other organism? So here is the rabbit, right? There's our rabbit. And it's a predator of the rabbit, so it's going to eat the rabbit. All right? So what is the effect to all the other organisms? So if there's more things eating the rabbit, what's going to decrease? Or what's going to increase? Okay, so rabbits are also eaten by snakes and hawks. So let me snakes and the hawks also eat the rabbit. So there's going to be less food. There's going to be a decrease in food for the snakes and hawks. Okay, and there's going to be a decrease in rabbit population. Number 7, how much energy is passed from one level to the next level in a food web and or energy? Remember, we talked about this, and the percentage is 90 and 10. Okay, 90% is used by the organism to live. Okay, 10% is moves on to the next level. Okay, number 8. So, oh, sorry, number 7, just like, let's make this clear. So, how much is passed on? You should know that 10% is passed on. 90%. Okay. Okay, number 8. How will the large decrease in the number of mice impact the food web shown below? So if we take the mice, and it's this one, I would always kind of indicate that on my test. Okay, so we're taking that one out. If we have a decrease in the number from the food web, what's going to happen? So first of all, you need to see what eats it. Remember, the arrow points to where the energy is going. So this one right here eats it. This one right here eats it. This one right here eats it. Okay. And then I'm going to use a different color for the things that the mouse eats. It looks like it eats this one, right? So, if the mice are kind of taken out or reduced, then whatever it eats, so the producer will increase. Okay, that's the producer. Remember, that's also called an autotroph. And the things that eat it will eventually, so the predators will eventually decrease. Because there will be less food for them.